we got pretty girl. Look at your little ear hair. Okay, you are not having it, huh? There's not really room. There's not really room for you. There's really not room for her, but she's gonna make it work. So she takes up her space, and you know what? That's okay. So we have July TBR today. I was gonna do my wrap up first, but I'm in the middle of 2 books right now, and I think I'm gonna finish them by the end of the month. So actually that's gonna now be up on Friday, I think. This week I think we're gonna have 3 uploads, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it is what it is this week. You're gonna get sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me. I have a packed TBR. I have quite a few reading vlogs coming up in July that you guys are gonna be seeing. So let's jump in. So first up though, let's start with the 2 books that I will for sure be reading for my 2 book clubs that I have on here. So our Out of Bounds book club pick that I host with Nikki, our pick this month is Cruel Black Hearts by Candace Wondrak. So this one is a serial killer romance, and I'm pretty sure it's like a why choose kind of deal. Like our heroine is like obsessed with serial killers, and she, I think, somehow like gets involved maybe with 1 or 2 of them or something. I think maybe it's like a menage. I don't think it's reverse harem, but I think maybe like it's a menage romance. I'm very excited for this. I've had this book on my TBR for forever, so I was really glad when Nikki hadn't read it either, and we're like, this sounds like the perfect pick for Out of Bounds. So very excited to finally get around to this one. And then for Smut Club that I host with Cheyenne, we have In Flight by R.K. Lilly. So this one is a flight attendant in billionaire romance. So I'm pretty sure our heroine obviously is a flight attendant, and one day on her plane is this billionaire man, and I think it sounds like he pursues her, like that she's not like super interested in him, but he like gives into the chase. And I think it's like BDSM vibes too. I don't know. Cheyenne and I are sold. We both love billionaire romances. I just like to read about people living a life that I will never live, and that is having billions of dollars. So, I mean, one day, who knows? I'm very excited for this one. I know it is a bit of an older book, and I know like a lot of people read it years ago, but Cheyenne and I have not read it. So if you've already read it, it's time for a reread. And if you haven't read it for the first time, let's read it together. Okay, the next books that I'm going to do, we haven't like announced it yet, like the collab. So I am collabing with another booktuber on here, and we're both going to be reading the Ravenhood trilogy for the first time by Kate Stewart. So I think I had already included Flock in my TBR for last month. I haven't gotten around to it yet. So I really need to get moving on this, because these 3, I don't think we've set a date yet, but we're targeting July for this reading vlog to go up. So I'm very excited for these. I don't know how they've been so popular for so long, and I don't know what they're about. Like, why don't I know what these are about whatsoever? All I know is that this second book like is very emotional. I don't know, and that there's a float scene in this book that is hot. I don't know. We'll see. I've never read anything by Kate Stewart before. The only book that I had picked up by her was The Guy on the Left, The Guy on the Right. DNF'd it after like 2 pages, or not 2 pages, after like 2 chapters. Because it was like giving country, small town, not my vibe. So we'll see about these. Okay, next 4 chunkers. So Cheyenne had posted about wanting to reread the Crossfire series, and she was like, who wants to do this? And she got together like a group of like 12 booktubers now who are either rereading or reading for the first time the entire Crossfire series by Sylvia Day. So this series is a billionaire boss employee BDSM romance, all following the same couple. So it's older too. Like this came out around the time of like 50 Shades. I read this series back in like 2019. So it's been a while. I already reread the first book, and I had a lot of fun rereading it. If you've never read this series before, pick it up and read it with us for the first time. Or if you haven't read it in a long time and you've been wanting to do a reread, now is the perfect time. We will all have vlogs coming out on the same day covering this series. So yeah, it's just gonna be fun. It's just fun rereading it with like a huge group of people and kind of like experiencing it all again. Because already when I was rereading the first book this past month, it's like, it's familiar, but I also don't remember a lot of things. Like a character popped up and I was like, wait, I remember her, but I'm like, can I trust her or not? Like I couldn't really remember. And that's like really fun to kind of not know how you're supposed to feel about characters, and like it's familiar but also not. Next up is a new release that I've been very excited about and that came out in June, but I just never got around to it, so I'm planning on reading it this month. this month, and that is The Company of Fiends by Catherine Moon. So this is like the second book to the A Lady of Rooksgrave Manor by Catherine Moon. So in that book, if you've read that book, there's like this circus kind of show thing that our heroine and two of our heroes attend. And that is my favorite scene of that whole book. It is so wild. And I was like, I need just like this circus. I need this all the time. And that is exactly what this book is. It's following like the circus that travels around and performs. I'm so excited. So I'm assuming, again, it's going to be monsters. I'm down for monsters. I'm pretty sure it's reverse harem. I'm down for reverse harem. Yeah, I'm just very excited to read this because that scene was like stand out, knockout. Next up, another reading vlog that I'm going to be doing. Wow, flattering pause. But also I put who I was doing this with, and I don't know if we were going to announce that yet, so I took it out. So if it seems choppy, it's because it is. So her three that she gave me, I looked up the synopses of the three of them, but I honestly can't remember which one is which. So the three that I'm going to be reading for that vlog are The Lady Gets Lucky by Joanna Shoup. I've read one. I read a novella by her and like I liked it. The Duchess Deal by Tessa Dare, and The Devil's Submission by Nicola Davis. So I'll be reading those at some point this month. I've only read 3 historical romances in my life. Sea of Room by Pam Godwin, absolutely loved. And the other 2 that I read, like I liked them both. I think I gave them both like 3.5 stars. So we'll see. That will be coming again, I don't know, later this month at some point. Jesus, I have so many fucking books to read. I is just like overloaded with reading vlogs. So, and yeah, don't even ask me about Banned Forbidden Taboo. Check back in August. Handsome Devil by Sarah Kate. I want to read this. I'm working my way through Sarah Kate's backlist because I'm going to be doing a guide to Sarah Kate. So I think I've read about half her backlist at this point. So this one I'm throwing in here for this month because it is a novella, and I feel like with all of the other books that I have for reading vlogs, I need something a little shorter to like commit myself to in between those. So Handsome Devil. Is this Best Friend's dad? Not 100% sure, but I want to read that. And then I have 3 more on here that like are priority reads. Heated Rivalry by Rachel Reed. I know Jess from Peace Love Books, she's talked about this book recently. I think it was in her like books that I've been loving recently. So this one is a sports romance, which I feel like it's summer and I haven't read a single sports romance yet. And normally I read a ton of sports romances over the summer. So this one is a hockey romance and it's male. And I'm pretty sure these 2 guys have always been hockey rivals, and then they maybe start like an enemies with benefits situation, if I'm remembering correctly. I love enemies with benefits. Enemies with benefits over friends with benefits any day of the week. So I've never read anything by Rachel Reed before, so excited to get another new author added to my list of read. Next up, Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. I have not read anything by Sophie Lark yet. I know. And so I want to read Brutal Prince. This is the first book in the Brutal Birthright series. And I plan on doing a Sophie Lark rating vlog. So that will not be coming anytime soon. I just want to start Brutal Prince, okay? That'll be like fall time. But I do want to at least start that. And lastly, I want to read Faking with Benefits by Lily Gold. So I actually downloaded this one on my Kindle. However, it's like 560 pages. And I was like, I just can't do that right now. But it's a contemporary reverse harem, which sounds interesting to me. I've been trying to find a lighter reverse harem that's not like bully or revenge or monsters. Like I want something lighter because I want to do a reverse harem recommendation video for you guys, but I want to have at least like one lighter option in there if you don't like dark romance, which that hurts my heart if you don't. But this one I think is about a woman who she moves into an apartment and maybe she has like 3 neighbors and she needs like dating help or something, and then her 3 neighbors like offer to help her learn how to date. It's a cartoon cover, which at first threw me off, but then I saw I forget who I saw on TikTok talking about it, and like her and I have like very similar tastes, and I was like, okay, I trust that like if she liked this that I would like have a chance of liking it. So I'm gonna give it a go. Okay, that's it for my TBR for July. I have a lot. I have so many reading vlogs. I think I like really overscheduled myself with reading vlogs this month. So we'll see. I gotta get them done, so they're gonna get done. But yeah, that is it for today, and I will see you when I see you.